My name is Michael Alexander Gavitt. I'm 70 years old and I was in the United States Marine Corps from 1965 to 1968.
Mike Gavitt travels light. When we first met him this fall, he was storing his few belongings on a bench in front of the Oxford Street shelter. He had been staying here for about a month after losing his apartment in New Hampshire. He couldn't pay the rent.
I had a place for a month and I was on the street before that. They come up here to go to the Togus, VA. It's a medical issue. Still do. Yeah.
Gavitt was sleeping on a cot at the shelter, eating most of his meals at the Preble Street soup kitchen, and spending much of the day outside, sitting with his memories.
I'm the one, I'm the one. I'm going to call the seventh son. Remember that song? Johnny Rivers? I'm the one, I'm the one. Can't sound like Johnny Rivers. I can whistle.
Gavitt says he has bipolar disorder, and for a long time he drank. And that, says Oxford Street Shelter Director Rob Parrott, is a familiar refrain for many who are chronically homeless.
Usually if someone's on the streets for any prolonged period of time, there's a pretty good chance they're going to have major mental health issues, major substance abuse, oftentimes both.
If you knew Mike Gavitt growing up, this isn't where you'd expect he'd end up. He was raised in Peterborough, New Hampshire.
Great parents, had a great childhood. I was an athlete, I was class president, my graduating class. My brother went to Dartmouth, and he's in the Basketball Hall of Fame. Dave Gavitt, you never hear of him?
Yes.
That's my brother, yeah.
His big brother Dave, who died 3 years ago, was a powerhouse in the world of basketball, a renowned college coach, founder of the Big East Conference, former vice president of the Boston Celtics. But Mike Gavitt's life took a different direction. He dropped out of college, enlisted in the Marines, spent 14 months in Vietnam.
I felt sorry that they treated Vietnam veterans so badly.
He married and divorced twice. His only child was raised in Saco by his ex-wife. Gavitt spent most of his life drifting.
So you've been out on the street on and off for how many, 20 years?
At least. Since I got home from Vietnam.
He has had stretches of stability, including 15 years in public housing in South Dakota. But that ended too.
I don't know what happened. Stopped taking my medication more.
Even with a small pension and help from his family, he struggled to keep a roof over his head.
I got behind. You gotta come up with first life and security. I mean, damn impossible.
A few weeks ago, the staff at the Oxford Street shelter found a room for him at a sober living house in Portland. How does it feel to be in a house now?
Nice. Nice guy. I had a great front lawn.
Given his tendency to drift, there's no guarantee he'll stay put. But getting off the street, even for a short stint, is a start.
We like to say in our line of work that may be 6 months or a year where a person is not at risk of dying on the streets, and that next time they get housed, that may be the hook, that may be the stopping point. Just like with sobriety, sometimes people try 20, 30 times before they finally get it. So,
for now, at least, it's a stopping point for Mike Gavitt.
I'm grateful for what I got. AA taught me that. There's always something to be grateful for.
In Portland, Susan Kimball, Portland Press Herald.